Oh, I just had to share this. I asked God to, well, I was praying, but and talking to the Lord and Holy Spirit and everything, and God was speaking to me through the Holy Spirit, and um, He kept telling me to pray for the people of redemption, and that's what I was doing. And I know what redemption is. I've heard it all my life. I'm almost 27, and I've heard all my life redemption and redeemed and all of that. But I wanted like an actual in depth of what it meant, and God had me go to Matthew 20, verse 30. So Matthew 20, verse 30. And I'm going to tell you what redemption means in just a second. Well, actually, I'll just say redemption is being saved from sin. And that's like the basic breakdown of it, is being saved from sin. And like, this is just so awesome, because I was like, God, please tell me where I can read, because, to make it all make sense. And God told me to read this and then to tell you guys. But in Matthew 20, verse 30, and I'm going to start with 29, because it's two blind men received their sight. It says, now as they went out of Jericho, a great multitude followed him. And behold, two blind men sitting by the road, when they heard that Jesus was passing by, cried out, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David. Then the multitude warned them that they should be quiet. But they cried out all the more, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, Son David. Now, Jesus didn't want anybody telling anybody of what he looks like or anything like that, because he would have been like killed instantly had he have given his true identity like away. Like, he told everybody, but he didn't want anybody to be pinpointed. Part of why he had the 12 disciples. But anyways, he wanted to fulfill what God had told him to do, until God was ready to crucify him by the world. So, anyways, sorry, that was my kids. But it says, Then the multitude warned them that they should be quiet, but they cried out all the more, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, Son of David. So Jesus stood still and called them and said, What do you want me to do? So instead of yelling them, saying, Hey, don't be yelling at me, don't be like yelling at me or anything like that, he just calmly said, What do you want me to do for you? What is the mercy that you want? And they said to him, Lord, that our eyes may be open, so that Jesus has compassion and touched their eye, so Jesus had compassion and touched their eyes, and immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him. Mind you, redemption is being saved from sin. So this right here, just basically, like, I know what it says, and you know what it says, but what God has told me to tell you guys is that open your eyes. Let God and Jesus open your eyes. Call out to Jesus, call out to God, and let him open your eyes, so that you can see where you are sinning and where you need to be righteous with him, and call out to him so once again, that your eyes can be open and that you can follow him. And then you can give your heart to him, and you can be filled with the Holy Spirit and follow him, because Jesus has compassion, and he will touch you. He will touch you. He will open your eyes. He will do everything that you have called him to do, or that he has been called to do, and what you ask him, and follow him. And I just think that's such an awesome message, that, like I said, redemption is being saved from sin. And the two blind men, they were blind, but they didn't sit there and just go quietly and listen to the crowd and listen to one, be quiet. They didn't do that. They kept calling upon the Lord. They called upon him, and they just kept calling him to who he was, with no fear of what anybody was going to say, no fear of the world and what they're going to think, what they're going to say. They kept calling out to him because they knew who he was. And Jesus had patience. Jesus had understanding. Jesus stood still and calm, and he said, yes, what do you want me to do for you? And they said, Lord, that our eyes may be open. So Jesus had compassion and touched their eyes, and immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him. That is just so awesome and holy. Get right with the Lord. Ask him to open up your eyes and your heart and your mind and your ears. Ask for redemption, to be saved and become one with him, and get saved, people. Get saved. Jesus is coming soon. We don't know when he's coming back, but get saved, because he's wanting you to be saved. He's wanting you to enter the kingdom of hell, the kingdom of heaven. He does not want you to perish in hell. But if you continue to stay that blind man or that deaf person, let me tell you, you will be thrown into the lake of fire. And I'm not meaning like an actual blind person, deaf person, but metaphorically speaking, if you're going to be blind to his word or deaf to his word, or refusing to follow with your heart or believe in him or anything, you will go to hell. And it even says in the Bible that you have to redeem and forgive and forget and love and be Christ-like and believe in God and the Father and the Holy Spirit. And I'm just asking you right now to call on God for redemption and follow him. First step, call on God, call on Jesus, and ask for redemption. Ask for your eyes to be open and your ears to be heard and your heart to be hurt, your heart to be able to understand and know. All right, I'm gonna get off here, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.